Hey guys, and welcome back to the Horror Realm. I'm holding you in my hand today because last time I tried from the dash, sometimes it works and apparently sometimes it doesn't. Got my lovely Speedway dinner. Yeah, doesn't that look nice? And I've also got some blogging to do, a little food for thought for you. So Blumhouse and Jason Blum came out with another statement yesterday talking about how they didn't want the second sequel in this new trilogy to Halloween Kills, to be a basically filler movie, kind of like he referenced the Lord of the Rings Twin Towers movies, because they thought, well, that's just fluff, and they didn't want to have that happen, to have these movies be able to stand on their own with their own independent plots, with their own 12 dramatic steps, but all encompassing in one story. And so basically, just not to make money. And he said he was very confident and liked what David Gordon Green has done with the movies, and is pretty much really happy with the product, and the three movies can stand alone, and they can tell their own independent story, which is really cool. But it kind of worries me, and I'm probably on the minority here, but comment down below and tell me what you think. Because it kind of worries me that he's put out two, basically, press releases, aka different venues. One was, I forget who this was, who reported originally. I don't know. They're really weird how he's doing this. They're not main media sources. They're very obscure. I guess for me, I don't get a lot of different media outlets. I just use two or three to get my news, and I do lose a couple tiny ones, but not as many as he's using, which is weird for Blumhouse. But I digress. And basically, that's two reports in 2 weeks, pretty much, of information about the second movie in this franchise, Halloween Kills, and I don't like that. And I guess that worries me a little bit, because first you had the test results about all the theaters, and now you've got Blum coming out and talking about how he's glad this isn't a fluff movie, how it's got its own internal system that can stand on its own. It has its own plot, its own subplot, but it also ties in and it leaves you ready for the next film. Of course, this one's could be always the second film in a trilogy. It's more bloody, it's more intense. You're going to get a very more up-to-date Michael, more killings. So it'll be interesting to see how they portray that on screen. And also, he's also going back, David Gordon Green has also said, they're going to do a lot more blue lighting and stuff, which we'll see if I like that or not. It kind of seems like he's playing toward the fans and kind of changing the things that he might not would have changed on his own direction. And it's really cool to see how Dan McBride, I'm really see how his writing, of course, we all know Dan McBride. He started out being a funny man. Kind of cool fact about Dan McBride is he always wanted to do horror, but all he could get when he first started Hollywood was obviously comedy. But now that he's got his own choice of movies, pretty much, because he's made it, he's doing things like the Alien franchise, the new reboots. Not really reboots, they are all leading up to the original Alien of 1979, Sir Ridley Scott's original, and they're hoping to greenlight. We'll see how Fox does with greenlighting that, since now they're under the Mouse House, so we don't know what's going to go with that. Also, I heard in 3 to 5 months-ish, I know that's a big barometer, we're going to get a ruling on the Friday the 13th. Hopefully they'll know the original writer, is suing whoever holds the rights now to get the rights back to start making new movies. And one of them's got to win. It's been in litigation in court forever. And we eventually, within this year, are going to get a final ruling. And that's going to be great, because we'd love to see some of those move forward. We got Freddy news. They're going to reboot that for sure. There have been talks about that. Like I said, we might not see old Still Fingers himself, the original, but we might get a new movie in the next 5 years, which would be cool. And he might play a small sub role. I mean, he's, 70s, 80 years old? I mean, of course, he doesn't want to do it. Now, I mean, I guess he could, and I'm sure if he wanted to, then whatever studio, A24, Blumhouse, whoever puts it out, Sony, I'm sure they'd let him. But I just don't see him doing it. And he's even came out and said, like I previously said in a different video already, but you can see that early on the channel, just keep watching videos, that he didn't really want the main role, that he wanted to do a sub role and he would be fine with it, and wanted to see what they were going to do with the story moving forward. But I'm really curious, seeing, like I said, in the next 3 to 5 months, what to do with Friday the 13th and who wins that litigation battle in court, and really see what to do with that. Because they've got a lot of ways to go. There's so many arcs. They're going to do separate stories. They're going to write a whole new story. If the writer wins it, will they be different universes? Who knows? That'll be really cool. And also, pet peeve movie of mine called Grizzly. They made a sequel to called Grizzly Unleashed, and it's pretty cool. It's going to be out soon, so check that out. It won't be. It won't be in theaters, but it'll be VOD, or it'll be Netflix or Hulu or whatever you lovely people watch it. But I like the first one. I won't spoil it for you. Spoiler-free review here. Go check out Grizzly, and then get ready for Grizzly Unleashed. It should be really good times. So all that's going on. You got The Boy coming out this week, The Boy 2, and that doesn't have the girl from... The Walking Dead. Maggie, I don't remember her real name right now, so I probably won't go see it, because I like continuity. If you're going to have a sequel, I'd like, if the actors from the first movie are still alive, I'd really like to cast them in the second film, unless, written in a way that they're no longer needed or something happens. Of course, that's acceptable, but this movie, they could have brought her back, and it really brings doubts in my mind. So I really hate... I don't think it's R. It might be. Don't quote me on that. But, man, it'd be a soft R to PG-13. And I just think that movies today, you've got so many more avenues if you go R. There's so many things you can put in your movie. There's this big trend to get asses in seats to put a PG-13 rating on movies, just to cut down the vision of the director. That's why I really like director's cuts, personally, because when you get a director's cut, you can really see the director's vision, and you can really bring to life the story and get more things in it, more subplots. You can see a vast variety of things that the studio left out just to fill the asses in the seats, which is a shame. But no, that's not what you're here for. Here for this Halloween article that Blumhouse did. Jason Blum basically stating that he's got a lot of faith. He really likes the second story. It can stand on its own. The second Halloween Kills, it's its own independent movie, but still leaves you hanging for the third movie. So that's great to hear. Of course he's going to say that, but like I said, I'm kind of worried, because why is he saying all this already? We've had 2 articles. A lot of things come out in a short time for a 6-month movie away from being released. I don't know. It's kind of weird, right? To me it is, because the last one, they had a really good marketing plan, but we didn't get this much this early. We get snippets, but I don't think it was this much. Comment down below and let me know if you think that's true or not. And you can catch all kinds of other videos, all kinds of cool content on my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this little morning chat with me. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, once again, stay creepy.